My beloved child, listen closely. My words transcend time and space, reaching your heart at this moment. Watch complete if you trust in message. You are deeply loved, uniquely crafted, and part of a divine purpose. Embrace this truth, for every breath you take weaves into eternity's grand design. Now reflect on this secret calling, my adored kid. Incline in and hear the voice that reverberations past the limits of existence. You were not made by some coincidence, nor is this prior second you a mishap. My words, coursing until the end of time, are alive and exact, created for your heart to get at this moment. You are more than whatever you see in the reflection of this world. You are a heavenly showstopper, painted with strokes of gold and love. Every snapshot of your life is a string in the fantastic embroidery of presence, painstakingly woven to mirror my timeless plan. Believe that you were made for something far more, not worthy than what natural eyes can see. In your tranquil minutes, when the world feels waiting and your soul appears to be weak, know this: I'm with you. My presences and restricted to the sky are far-off domains. It encompasses you, travels through you, and holds you softly. You are rarely alone, for I abide inside the profanities of your being. This life, with every one of its preliminary sin winds, isn't without reason. Each challenge you face, and each satisfaction you embrace, is important for a heavenly arrangement and excursion, custom fitted particularly for you. Believe that, even in snapshots of uncertainty or sadness, I'm directing your means toward a more noteworthy predetermination. The world might let you know that you are normal, however I announce the inverse. You are uncommon, a flash of my everlasting fire, conveying inside you the quintessence of godliness. No situation, no disappointment, no trepidation can lessen the splendor of your spirit. Trust in the light that I have set inside you. Kid, you were made to the door and be cherished. Try not to let the injuries of this world solidify your heart. Open yourself to the progression of my interminable love and admiration that knows no limits, no circumstances, no restrictions. Allow to man re-establish and restore you from the inside. Each breath you take is a gift, a sacrifice, sign of the existence I have given you. Try not to squander it in elementary dread. Embrace the occasions, but momentary, for they are the structured blocks of time everlasting. Live with reason, realizing that each step you take matters to the excellent plan. The universe, huge and unfathomable, holds endless secrets, yet none is more prominent than the marvel of your reality. You are not only a being of tissue and bone, you are an impression of my everlasting soul. Your life is a demonstration of my endless innovativeness and limitless love. Search inside yourself and track down the mermaids of my presence. I address you through sacred texture, petition as well as in the calm of your heart. In snapshots of tranquility you will feel my direction, hear my support, and know the profanities of my affection for you. Try not to fear the tempests that come your direction, for they are not intended to break you yet to shape you. Like a tree established profound into the earth, you will develop further through the breezes of difficulty. Trust in my arrangement for ICD and all along. The excursion ahead may appear to be dubious. However, don't allow that to hinder you. I have gone before you, making ways you can't yet see. Stroll in confidence by focusing on subtle realities, and you will observe that I am consistently there, lighting your direction and helping you through the values of uncertainty. You are my creation, made with hair and accuracy permitted with, gifts and abilities that the world frantically needs. Try not to conceal the mount of dread or frailty. Step strongly into your motivation, for in doing as such, you lag the Maker who made you. Relinquish the weight you were never intended to convey. Project your concerns, your feelings of dread, and your aggravation upon me, for I'm sufficiently able to bear them all. And give up, you will discover a sense of harmony, a harmony that outperforms understanding, a harmony that no one but I can give. If you liked our video and want to support us in our mission to spread divine teachings and cosmic insights, consider giving a super chat. Your support helps us promote these essential ideas and expand our community. A contribution of up to $10 not only shows your appreciation, but also helps us spread inspiring and transformational content to more people. Presently, my kid, let this reality sink profound into your spirit. You are adored and comprehensible, valued and conceivable, and directed with endless consideration. Stand firm in this information, for it is the underpinning of all that you are and all that you will turn into. This is just the start of our excursion together. My kid, as you ventured through life, you might end up inquiring, what am I doing here? This question isn't new. It has reverberated in the frame of mind of all who look for significance. However, know this, you are hanging around for a heavenly reason, one that is remarkable to you and no other person. You are not a regular creation, but rather a conscious showstopper, put in this world to satisfy a job no one but you can finish. Before you were conceived, I knew you. I imagined your life every second, every decision, and every chance to develop and serve. Your motivation isn't concealed in the far-off future, nor is it locked away in some unreachable domain. It is here unfolding with each breath you take, sitting tight for you to completely step into it. Try not to misjudge the force of your reality. Each activity, regardless of how little, swells through the texture of creation. A caring word, some assistance, a snapshot of gardening. Every one of these are strings in the embroidery of direction. Never question that even the littlest demonstration, evaporation conveys monstrous load in my eyes. The world might divert you with its momentary commitments of accomplishment, riches and acknowledgement. These are shadows contrasted with the timeless meaning of living. Your motivation, your actual calling isn't found in that frame of mind of others. However, in the triangle, confirmation that you are strolling the way I have set before you. Object isn't generally stupendous in the manner the world characterizes it. Now and again, it is tracked down in the effortlessness of being available, paying attention to somebody in agony, or imparting your delight to other people. Try not to look, to contrast your excursion with that of others, for every way is sacrosanct and particular. There will be minutes when the street feels mottled, and question creeps in. You might contemplate whether you have lost yourself for, on the other hand, assuming you are sufficient to satisfy the calling set upon your heart. In those minutes recollect that I don't call the idea. I am amazing the cold. Rest on me and I will direct you. You were made with expectation, outfitted with gifts and abilities that are remarkably yours. Try not to cover them in dread or excuse the miserable event. I set them inside you, which is as it should be. They are devices to satisfy your motivation and to favor the existences of everyone around you. Object isn't an objective to be reached. It is an excursion to be embraced. Each step you take, whether in the light or distress, is a piece of that excursion. Trust the cycle, for I'm with you constantly, molding you into the individual you are intended to turn into. Your life isn't your own. It is a gift to the world. At the point when you live in arrangement with your motivation, you mirror my generation and, like to other people, you becoming encouraging sign, attracting others nearer to the reality of their own heavenly calling. Try not to fear disappointment, for it isn't the end. Disappointment is an instructor, a venturing stone on the way of direction. Came from it, develop through it, and allow it to refine you. I utilize all things, even your errors, for good. Believe that nothing is squandered in my grasp. Your motivation my advance after some time, taking structures you can't yet envision. Be available to the manners in which I lead you, for I understand the situation in its entirety, while you see just a part. Give your arrangements over to me, and I will lead you to a daily existence, more planned to fall than you might at any point dream. Try not to allow dread to incapacitate you. Dread murmurs lies that you are adequately not, that your endeavors are unimportant. quietness that voice with reality. You are my kid picking and able to have an effect. Walk strongly, for I am with you, reinforcing you for each step. There will be days when you feel the happiness of the world, when you question, in the event that you are genuinely satisfying your motivation. In those minutes, go to me, rest in my presence, and let my affection reestablish your soul. I will help you to remember what your identity is and why you were made. Keep in mind, my youngster, that design isn't tied in with accomplishing significance according to the world, yet about being devoted to the calling set upon your heart at the point when you live with expectation, directed by my affection. You satisfy the justification behind which you were made. Now step forward and trust in the way ahead. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification